Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation. This program is suitable for general viewing.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is indeed a beautiful Friday morning, the 16th day of August 2024. A very good morning to you and welcome to Horizon TV. My name is Zamzam Ahmed and this is the Muslim Insight, a show that brings to you weekly news recap of stories that matter to you. But before that, let's get the headlines.
How do you expect Allah to answer your prayers? You fed with haram, you've drunk haram, your body is nourished by haram.
War on corruption. Kenyans warned against the dangers of corruption, with the government asked to curb wastage of public funds.
أما المركز الأول في مسابقة النخبة فرع القراءات العشر الكبرى أحمد محمد علي عامر من مصر.
Quran competition. Egypt wins the 10 major recitations, with Chad winning the 10 minor recitations of the global elite competition. Quality healthcare. We host Luqman Vaid as we discuss why Kenyans travel to India for specialized treatment.
Thank you so much for choosing to stay here with us at Horizon TV. My sign language interpreter is Abdul Wahab Ali. Now on to our top story. Egypt emerged the winner of the 10 major recitations of the Global Elite competition organized by the Muslim World League in Nairobi. Chad won the minor 10 recitations of the competition that came to an end on Thursday evening. The Muslim World League successfully hosted its first ever international Quran competition in Nairobi, Kenya. The three-day event, which concluded on Thursday, brought together Quran reciters from around the globe. Held from August 13th to 15th at a Nairobi hotel, the competition attracted participants from countries including Kenya, Indonesia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, among others. The event was the first of its kind, organized by the Muslim World League.
وما كان الله ليضل قوما بعد إذ هديهم حتى يبين لهم.
The competition, dubbed the Global Elite Competition of the 10 recitations, brought together competitors from across the world, showcasing their exceptional skills and deep connection with the holy text.
Nashukuru kwa siku hii ya leo kufungua rasmi mashindano haya ya Qur'an. Na mashindano haya ya Qur'an imejumuisha takriban nchi 10 ikiwemo Kenya, kwa sababu ndio nchi ambayo imealika mashindano kama haya. Jinsi ya hawa washindani, vile jinsi walivyochaguliwa, walianza kutuma maombi mwanzo kwa online, baada ya kuwa kwamba matangazo kuhusiana na mashindano kama haya yametangazwa, tumwa katika group tofauti na vitu vyote vya social media.
The Muslim World League, an international NGO headquartered in Makkah with members from all Islamic countries and sects, chose Nairobi as the host city to emphasize the growing significance of Africa in the global Islamic community.
Mashindano kama haya kwa Muslim World League ni mara ya kwanza kuyafanya, na alhamdulillah tunamshukuru sana Mwenyezi Mungu, amechagua kwamba Kenya ndiyo ni kama kianzilishi cha mashindano kama haya. Tunatarajia kwa uwezo wa Allah mashindano kama haya yaweze kuendelea hapa Kenya na yaweze kuendelea na nchi nyingine tofauti.
Speaking to the Muslim Insight, Dr. Hassan Idris, the Director Muslim World League Kenya, said that Kenya is playing a big role in Quran memorization, calling on parents to set up and encourage their children to participate in such competitions.
Kiukweli wa Kenya katika kusoma Qur'an alhamdulillah tuko mbali sana, na sio tu kushiriki bali watu wanashindana na wanapata zawadi kubwa kubwa. Kwa hiyo ni mwito sana mkubwa kwa wazazi wasibeze Qur'an, kwa sababu Qur'ani hii ndio inainua mtu, na haya sio maneno yangu bali ni ya maneno ya Bwana Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hii Qur'ani inawainua watu na inawashukisha watu. Kwa hiyo mtu akitaka maisha mazuri duniani, juu yake kuisoma Qur'an. Akitaka maisha mazuri akhira, juu yake kuisoma Qur'an. Akitaka kuishi huku anaheshimika, basi juu yake kuisoma Qur'an. Kwa hiyo Kenya alhamdulillah tuko mbali sana kuhusiana na mambo haya yanayofungamana na Qur'an.
The panel of judges, composed of respected Quranic scholars from different countries, assessed the competitors' memorization, recitation quality, and understanding of the Quranic meanings. Reporting for the Muslim Insight, my name is Yusuf Okeke.
MashaAllah, a beautiful story from our reporter Yusuf Okeke. Thank you so much. Now moving on to other stories. Muslims across the country have been reminded about the moral and ethical obligations to reject any form of corruption and bribery. The remarks were made by Sheikh Ibrahim Lithome during a Friday sermon at Jamia Mosque, Nairobi, when he highlighted how these practices contradict Islamic teachings and undermine social justice. Sheikh Lithome called on the Muslims to uphold justice and integrity in all aspects of life, stressing that bribery not only leads to individual moral decay, but also contributes to the breakdown of trust within the community, eroding the very fabric of society.
Sheikh Ibrahim Lithome, who is also a member of Jamia Mosque Committee, delivered a stern warning to the congregation about the grave dangers of bribery and its corrosive effects on society.
We know how much we are doing. Wallahi, it is haram. Wallahi, it is haram.
Sheikh Lithome said bribery is a poison that corrupts the soul and destroys the foundation of our society, adding that it creates inequality, fosters injustice, and perpetuates a cycle of poverty and oppression.
If you bribe and get that certificate, and you get employed on the basis of that certificate, I challenge you, give me any different hukm. It is haram. The employment you get based on forged results, the salary is haram. You are feeding your children on haram. Yes, maybe that is one of the reasons why dua is not even answered. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, somebody raises their hands up, وَمَأْكَلُهُ حَرَامٌ وَمَشْرَبُهُ حَرَامٌ وَغُذِّيَ بِالْحَرَامِ أَنَّا يُسْتَجَابُ لَهُ. How do you expect Allah to answer your prayers? You fed with haram, you've drunk haram, your body is nourished by haram. How do you expect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to answer it?
The Imam called on Muslims to be vigilant and reject any form of bribery, whether in personal lives or in professional dealings.
So you are in a position somewhere. Because of that position, on top of your salary, you get something else. Are you supposed to use it? This is upon you. But listen to the words of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then he saw. The Prophet is swearing. And he says, وَالَّذِي نَفْسُ مُحَمَّدٍ بِيَدِهِ, I swear by the one in whose hands my soul is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet is swearing. And he says, لا ينال أحد منكم منها شيئا إلا جاء به يوم القيامة يحمله على عنقه. Anything you get through misuse of your office, of abuse of office, and this is what is happening. The Prophet said, Wallahi, on the day of Qiyamah, And because it is coming, la rayba fihi, it is coming. You'll come carrying it on your neck.
The Imam also addressed the broader implication of bribery on the nation's development, stating that corruption stifles economic growth, deters foreign investments, and leads to the misallocation of resources, ultimately harming the most vulnerable members of society.
I know somebody might say, I have difficulties. Allah knows whether it is through difficulties or you want to get it easy. People say, hii nchi hakuna kitu inaenda bila pesa. Wallahi, you're getting the la'na of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those are not my words. They are the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And some people have even changed the names. In this khutbah, I came across a sheikh saying, قد نغير الأسماء. We might change the names. For example, something small, kitu kidogo. Hadiyatan. Ni zawadi, ikramiyatan, ni namshukuru. But it is still the same. You can change the names, but it is still the name.
He called on Muslims to reflect on their own actions and to seek forgiveness for any involvement in corrupt practices, encouraging the faithful to strive for righteousness and to be role models of honesty and integrity in the community.
If you are able, try your best not to put in your stomach except what is halal, what is allowed. Don't put in it haram. And if you have any doubt, shubha. فَمَنْ اتَّقَى الشُّبُهَاتِ فَقَدْ اسْتَبْرَأَ لِدِينِهِ وَعِرْضِهِ. If you have shak, Islam tells us, الحلال بين والحرام بين وبينهما مشتبهات. What is halal is very clear. What is haram is very clear. In between, we have the gray area. My brother, my sister, if you have any doubts, it is better for you to leave something that is halal because you're doubting it instead of you eating something that is haram which you're not sure of.
In recent months, the country witnessed public protest and deadly violence over proposed tax increases, highlighting some of the country's most serious challenges: high youth unemployment, deepening poverty, and the glaring gap between living conditions for the country's elite and its urban poor. The social crisis is as a result of severe corruption within government institutions. Reporting for Muslim Insight, my name is Mariam Musa.
Thank you so much, Mariam Musa, for that report. Moving on to other stories, the Islamic Curriculum Development Council, ICDC, held a capacity building workshop aimed at enhancing the skills of madrasa teachers in understanding and interpreting the ICDC syllabus. The one-day event was held at the Nairobi Muslim Academy in South Sea, drawing educators from various madrasas in Nairobi.
The workshop focused on improving the teacher's ability to deliver the Islamic curriculum effectively, ensuring that students receive a well-rounded education grounded in Islamic teachings.
We've organized this teacher's workshop for the ICDC curriculum to build the capacity of the teachers that are handling the Islamic curriculum.
The whole aspect for this workshop is to bring awareness in terms of Islamic studies and understand the curriculum, the Islamic, the manhaj, for what is now being put on the ground, where we can now give the children the best when it comes to Islamic studies. At least there is a procedure, there is a system in place where children can now get the curriculum, they can get the assessments, at the same time engaging children to the best of understanding the subjects they're learning in school.
The ICDC National Chairman Sheikh Hassan Sugo told the Muslim Insight that the ICDC syllabus, which is designed to integrate both religious and contemporary subjects, plays a crucial role in shaping the educational experience of students in the integrated schools.
Islamic curriculum development is an association which is developing Islamic madrasa curriculum more than now 11 years, and we are targeting the integrated schools because all integrated schools have secular and madrasa. Now we are the ones who are supervising the madrasa exams, and any activity like this one, which is a workshop, the Islamic curriculum development is the one who is doing for them, inshallah.
During the workshop, educators were taken through various aspects of the syllabus, including professionalism and professional documents, modern methodologies and practices of teaching, effective measurements and evaluation, and child care and child psychology.
I was just telling the teachers today, this is just the beginning, because there's no end to learning. As you continue, as teachers, you also learn. As a professional, we need to continue our professional development in terms of holding workshops, holding awareness on whatever new experiences, new technology, so you can embrace everything together.
With the growing demand for quality education in integrated schools across the country, the ICDC has prioritized initiatives like this workshop to ensure that educators are well prepared to meet the needs of their students.
Such workshops need to be done regularly because there is a gap in the training of the Islamiyat teachers, but the need for properly trained Islamiyat teachers is huge. So such trainings can be done regularly. And our congratulations to the ICDC for organizing this and Nairobi Muslim Academy for agreeing to host us.
Speaking to the Muslim Insight, Mona Jaizan, Principal Masjid Al-Amin Academy and ICDC Regional Chairlady, expressed her appreciation for the opportunity to enhance their teaching skills and gain a deeper understanding of the ICDC syllabus.
The manhaj, you can teach any manhaj or curriculum, but how do you relate with this manhaj or with this curriculum? It actually comes under the methodology, where you need to engage learners into their day-to-day experiences. So I believe that the manhaj is the curriculum, yes? Yeah, and from the curriculum, this is where you get all the learning areas. Equally, it's the same. It's just the terminology, yes, in terms of, yeah. But the approach is now, we are going through the same approach. We're engaging learners when you're teaching.
The teachers are the ones delivering the curriculum. Therefore, it's very important that they are learned and trained and skilled in delivering the curriculum so that the students can get quality teaching at the classroom level.
The Islamic Curriculum Development Council is seen to be in line with the competency-based curriculum CBC, which was introduced to better equip students with practical skills and knowledge.
We are in the world of technology. At the same time, we have the new curriculum of CBC. And we are working, in our schools. We are trying to just bring this curriculum, the modality of the curriculum, same with the CBC. And now the CBC have come to a way of the integration system of madrasa, because before we were having what we call ibtidai, mutawassita and thanawi, primary and intermediate, and to the secondary and to the university level. And now we have the junior and senior. Alhamdulillah, we're very happy.
Elsewhere in Gaza, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Monday condemned Israel's weekend airstrike on school shelter in Gaza City that killed over 100 forcefully displaced people. The Secretary General condemned the continued loss of life in Gaza, including women and children, with over 40,000 Palestinians having been killed and over 92,000 others injured over 10 months into the Israeli war.
The Secretary General said he was dismayed to see that the provisions of UN Security Council Resolution 2735 remained unimplemented. The SG praised the mediation efforts of Egypt and Qatar leaders, arguing both sides to join negotiations and conclude the ceasefire and hostages release deal. Guterres underscored the need to ensure the protection of civilians and safe humanitarian access into and across Gaza. At least 100 people were killed and many others injured on Saturday when Israeli aircraft targeted Palestinians performing Fajr prayers at the Al-Tab'in school in Gaza City's Al-Daraj neighborhood. Israel, floating a UN Security Council resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire, has faced international condemnation amid its continued brutal attacks on Gaza since October 7, 2023. The Israeli onslaught has since killed over 40,000 people, mostly women and children, and injured over 92,000 others, according to local health authorities. More than 10 months into the Israeli onslaught, vast tracts of Gaza lie in ruins amid a crippling blockade of food, clean water and medicine. Israel is accused of genocide at the International Court of Justice (ICJ), which ordered it to immediately halt its military operation in the southern city of Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinians had sought refuge from the war before it was invaded on May 6th. Salma Salim, The Muslim Insight.
Still on the same matters of Gaza Palestinians is that the Free Palestine Awareness Day, a solidarity event in support of the Palestinian people, will take place this Sunday at Masjid Adams located along Gong Road. Organized by Voices for Palestine in collaboration with various Muslim organizations, the event seeks to raise awareness about the ongoing struggles faced by Palestinians under Israeli occupation. Various activities have been lined up to raise funds for Gaza medical support. Among the activities expected to feature during the event to be held at Adams Arcade car park area include fun games for kids, henna, bake sale, Palestinian merchandise sales, painting, food and drinks. Numerous organizations have joined this initiative, including Jamia Mosque Nairobi, Al Mu'min Foundation, Ummah Foundation, National Muslim Leaders Forum NAMLEF, Supreme Council of Kenya, SUPKEM, Council of Imams and Preachers of Kenya CIPK, Zakat Kenya, Masjid Salam South Sea, Adams Masjid Ngong Road, Parklands Mosque and Masjid Al Amin, among others. Now on to our other stories is that KCB Sahel Bank has strengthened its presence in Eastleigh by opening a new branch at the BBS Mall in its expansion strategy. The branch, which was officially inaugurated yesterday, is expected to serve the growing financial needs of the bustling Eastleigh community. Located in one of the Nairobi's most vibrant commercial hubs, the new KCB Sahel Bank will provide convenient banking services to local businesses, traders and residents. Speaking at the opening ceremony, the KCB Sahel Sharia Advisory Board Chairman Sheikh Ibrahim Lithomi said the new branch will help in enhancing customer experience and accessibility.
The opening of this new KCB Sahel banking branch here at the BBS Mall is not just the expansion of our physical presence, but a reaffirmation of our commitment to providing ethical, inclusive, and Sharia-compliant financial services. It is imperative to note that this strategic move recognizes the increasing demand for Sharia-compliant financial services across the country with Eastleigh also known as East African Boomtown emerging as a core operational hub. Ladies and gentlemen, Islamic banking is more than just a financial service. It is a system built on the principles of fairness, transparency, and shared prosperity. By adhering to Sharia law, we ensure that our operations align with the ethical and moral standards that are at the heart of the Islamic faith.
Many people do not understand the difference between profit and interest, and those who do not understand will quickly dismiss Islamic banking in this country as just a gimmick. It's just an exchange of words from profit or from interest to profit. So we need to invest a lot. And I'm glad the bank management is well represented here. We need to keep on investing in information sharing. And I know KCB is doing a lot in training our staff so that at least the least expected is If you do not have the correct information to give to a Sahal customer, at least know who has that information and send the customer to that. Don't give wrong information. If in doubt, just send the customer to the person with the right information. As a member of the Sharia board, sometimes we meet customers with wrong documentation. A document that is supposed to have come from Sahal, but it has the word interest in it, just because somebody gave it out without being very careful. So we have to be very careful on that.
Now, with that, we come to an end of our first segment of the Muslim Insight. Join me in the second segment as we delve into matters of health, matters that concerns you, or rather, on a topic, Kenya's medical tourism to India. Stay tuned.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
Enyi mlioamini, munapoitwa kuhudhuria swala ya Ijumaa, fanyeni haraka kuikimbilia, muache biashara zenu, hilo ni bora ikiwa mwelewa.
Isikilizeni kwa umakinifu khutba ya Ijumaa
ili uzidi kujenga imani yako na kupata faida nyingi ya siku hii.
Coming to you every Friday from Jamia Mosque, Nairobi.
Live on Horizon TV.
Masahaba nyinyi hamuko level moja, kuna wale ambao wako mbele kuliko wengine.
Kuna faida gani twapata tukimjua Mtume sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
nabii mwenye ushawishi mkubwa duniani?
Tukizikwa tukitiwa kaburini, tutaulizwa haya maswali matatu: man rabbuk, ma dinuk, man nabiyuk.
Sheikh Jamaluddin anakupa simulizi.
Huwezi kumpenda mtu usiyemjua
na kutambua sunna zake,
lakini ukimjua na ukimtambua Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mapenzi yako yatazidi.
Ufahamu Rasulullah, familia na maswahaba wake. Tazama sira ya Mtume kila Jumatatu saa 1 jioni kwenye Horizon TV.
Kiumbe dhaifu lakini jasiri,
alitunukiwa sura nzima,
sura inayompa daraja yake inavyostahiki. Sharti ajigambe.
Naam, na pepo ipo chini ya nyayo zake.
Mpamba nyumba na nyoyo za wapendwa wake.
anayebeba majukumu yake pasina kupinga.
Mtazamaji, je, unamfahamu anayezungumziwa?
Bila ya kusahau hadhi yake na haki zake.
Ungana nami Rahma Swaleh na Sheikh Juma Amir,
tukuelimishe na kukupa mwelekeo katika maisha ya ndoa
kwenye kipindi Dira ya Mwanamke,
kila Jumapili saa 2 usiku majira ya Afrika Mashariki ndani ya Horizon TV.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
Enyi mlioamini, munapoitwa kuhudhuria swala ya Ijumaa, fanyeni haraka kuikimbilia, muache biashara zenu, hilo ni bora ikiwa mwelewa.
Isikilizeni kwa umakinifu khutba ya Ijumaa
ili uzidi kujenga imani yako na kupata faida nyingi ya siku hii.
Coming to you every Friday from Jamia Mosque, Nairobi.
Live on Horizon TV.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
MashaAllah, glad to be back, alhamdulillah. Welcome back and thank you so much for choosing Horizon TV. This is the second segment whereby we engage in an educative conversation, where we engage in an impactful conversation. And today we are having a bigger conversation. It's all about matters that concerns you, matters of health. And in studio, I am joined by Luqman Vaid, Director, Yashfeen Hospital in India. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing this?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm also fine. Glad to have you here today at Horizon TV. Welcome, welcome. So today we are having this conversation on matters of health. Yes. And our topic of discussion is all about Kenya's medical tourism to India. You are the director of Yashfeen Hospital, which is in India, right?
Yes.
So probably could you tell us how does Yashfeen Hospital differentiate itself from other healthcare facilities in India?
Okay, the first thing, we are Yashfeen Group of Hospital. It's a charitable organization, work for hospital, which is 240 bed capacity, which is located in a town of Navsari in a state of Gujarat. So facilities are available all over India. There are many hospitals which are there. They're providing the services in the healthcare. But what special benefits we can give from Yashfeen Group of Hospital, we have all the teams of doctor 24/7 with the best service, the facilities, the instrument. The main important things, whenever patient is traveling to any hospital, wherever in the world, or let's say in India, they face a lot of challenges. The first challenge is how to connect to hospital. The second, about the cost. The third, whom to contact. We have seen in past that any patient, those who are traveling for treatment to India, they face those challenges. So for us, we are making the things easy. How? Example, if the patient is ready to travel, they can directly contact us through our numbers or email. They send us the investigation report which have been done in the particular country. After that report, we take the whole report to the doctor. Once the doctor reply, we get back to the patient with a proper planning of treatment. We are only the first hospital in India who are providing the open prices for all the operation. Like 95% of our prices are open. Like example, any patient want to travel to India for, let's say, bypass treatment. The price are already mentioned with the open brochure, and it's not for a week or a month. We do it throughout a year. So that benefits, that is the main benefit where patient can get they already prepare before they travel for treatment.
Okay, you're talking about the challenges these patients face in terms of accessing the medical treatment, in terms of accessing the facilities. Maybe how does Yashfeen Hospital probably provide care at an affordable price compared to other markets?
As a Muslim organization, we also receive a lot of fund from Zakah, from Lillah. So there are many patients who travel. Sometimes financially they are not that well, and when they reach with what report they came, sometimes the report changed totally. So they face a lot of challenges, like most probably financially. So our foundation is also helping them to reach out the financial need. We give them as much as lower price. Let's say in a medicine, where any cancer patient is coming, we give almost like more than 30, 40, 50% of discount on all the medicine purchase. Sometimes we also make them free of accommodation without any charges, and also helping them to reach back to their country.
Okay, like we have other options like the US, the South Africa, the UK, Germany, among other countries. Why would people want to choose India? Why should they choose India in the first place?
See, in current situation, I would like to say that India has become a medical hub in the world. And let's say people traveling from like any African countries or maybe Indian countries, there are people traveling, but a lot of challenges when they think about South Africa, UK, US, because of cost. In India, there is a lot of hospital, there is a lot of instrument, there is a good machineries. Mostly you will find all the technologies, and the number of patients are more. So at the end, the cost will be saved by the patient.
Okay. So we can see that many Kenyans are really flying to India to seek further treatment. Maybe what are the healthcare collaborations that maybe your hospital or you can put in place in order to improve healthcare access in rural areas?
Yeah, it's a good question, I think, because currently we are reaching to a place where we can't reach all the people, but there are also many needy people, those who are there in the rural places. So we are also expecting maybe we get some people who can work with us, as currently we are just directly working with the patient and hospital. There's no bridge between patient and hospital. Okay, we are directly dealing with them, but if we can get any help from any local authority, so we can also decide about and we can treat them in the rural areas.
Okay, when we talk about the rural areas, people who come from a poor background, most of them, those are the people who are really affected with these diseases. Maybe how do you like balance the local people and the international people?
Okay. See, when you talk for the patient, either they are coming from rural areas or coming from higher side, patient are always patient. We can't differentiate the treatment. Like someone is poor, we can't differentiate like let's give this injection to a poor people. So our main focus, we give the best treatment, the best facility, the same thing which a top class people are getting the service, the same treatment the poor must be getting. So it doesn't affect like sometimes there are patients coming, those who are telling us like we don't have financially, you can use other injection instead of this. But I don't think so it will make a good impact. From, as I already told you, from our trust, we are trying to help them out. Whoever comes, our first priority is to helping, because it's a charity organization.
Okay. India has emerged the destination for medical referrals mostly. You know, definitely you've talked about charity. It's a charity organization, right? Maybe what are the challenges you people are facing there in terms of maybe giving out treatment or something like that?
Like in terms of patient traveling from here. So the main challenge is mostly we face in a cancer patient. They don't know the plans. Sometimes they plan for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or let's say 4 weeks, but sometimes they need to stay more than a month, more than a 2 month, 3 month, or a 6 month. So that is how I think we can help them. And in this our trip, as we have also planned all the schedule for the remaining cities of Kenya. Initially we was just focusing like Nairobi, Mombasa, but we also have our plans for Nakuru, Kisumu, Eldoret. So at least we reach our service and facilities to all those places where people are not still aware about the treatment.
So you guys are bringing the services here?
Currently, no, but in future, inshallah, we are planning, if we get the opportunity, why not?
Okay, you know, we are talking about development in countries, right?
Yes.
Maybe why should we or the patient be referred to India? What can the country do in order to avoid to seize the sending off of this patient to seek medical attention?
Yes, it's a good question, because sometimes what happens, the diagnosis is very important. Whoever patient travel to India, they're traveling sometime in very hurry before getting the diagnosis from local doctors. So if we can get a proper diagnosis here, of course we are getting, it's not we are not getting, but sometimes even they are not believing the patient. So that's why they travel in emergency to India. And when we do the checkup, almost over 50% of time, the reports are almost similar. Like let's say the investigation report which was done in Kenya and which we are doing it there, almost becomes similar.
Okay. It's all about the lessons that the Kenya should learn. Maybe like deeply explain, maybe. We can see that India has made strides in providing affordable healthcare, unlike in other countries. What lessons can Kenyan doctors, can Kenyan hospitals learn from India in offering affordable healthcare?
I think as far as I'm looking, even Kenya, as I visit many countries of Africa, Kenya is one of the leading in healthcare sector, as I can say. But by the time I think the things are going, and in near future, what I'm seeing is Kenya will be one of the most developing country in healthcare. Okay, slowly it will come, because somehow I feel like the technology which, example, any company is launching any technologies in particular country, it takes some time to reach small countries. So, but I think by near future, this everything will be fine. And we also hope patient or people, they don't have to travel always to other country. Why don't we facilitate the services in the particular country, so they also save a lot of cost?
Actually, that is what I wanted to ask. Can you guys reduce the expenditure for these people, for the patient who are seeking medical attention? Maybe you bring your hospital services here.
Yeah, as we have planned, we can bring, but currently we also need to learn the market, to know the market, to get the facility. Like building a hospital is not a big challenge, but to manage it, to manage the doctors, because the most important in the hospital is a doctor. Without doctor, you won't get a proper result. Without diagnosis, you won't get the proper treatment. So that all things we keep in consideration, and we can plan it out, I think.
For your hospital to stand out, definitely we have, you have enough trainees, you have enough training and education. What maybe could be the unique ways you guys are using there? Maybe it can be used here?
Yeah, it can be used. Since day one, our main priority is, patient is our main priority. Without patient, hospital is, I think, nothing. So, since day one, we are carrying in a small thing, like we don't allow our staff to take any tips in the hospital, because as you have said, there are also people who are coming without the slippers in the leg, and there are rich people who are also coming. So we don't differentiate them. We don't differentiate the patient like this is poor, this is rich.
So there is no, what do we call this, like for example, when we talk about Kenya,
Yeah.
We have like maybe there is no, what do we call, why is it getting out of my head? Like for example, when given the diverse population,
yes,
in India, how do you ensure that healthcare services are culturally sensitive and inclusive in terms of maybe treating those people?
Treating, you see, of course, any patient traveling from other country are facing a lot of challenges. Let me talk about something about local of Indian population. So the place where we are based, the government is the one who's sponsoring all the patient. Like let's say example, if someone needs cancer treatment, the government is the one who's sponsoring. Maybe cardiac treatment, neurology, almost all the surgeries, the government has been included in the package, and government are the one who's paying the patient for the treatment.
So patient receive payment?
No,
which they
hospital receive the payment.
So
Like the collaboration, there is a collaboration between government and hospital. Any patient from government is coming to treat at your hospital, you have to go to that procedure and government will pay you.
Okay.
That's what I see as like let's say 5 to 10 years back in India it was same. People are paying, but people are dying. They don't have enough money for treatment. But nowadays at least the government is helping them, so they are getting a new life, they are getting a hope of living, which we have seen in our past.
So you've talked about collaboration with the government. Government from India or government from within Kenya?
No, the one which I'm telling you is our local system, which we are managing with the government of India. Yeah.
So is there any collaboration with other countries like Kenya?
Currently we don't have, but we are still in trying. We are still in trying to reach because we also have to look the market, and we get people who can support us, and that's how we can treat a lot of patients, I think.
Okay. So most Kenyans who are really, they seek medical referrals to India, they have kidney issues, maybe a transplant.
Yes.
What services do you guys like offer in general?
Okay, at our center, we have almost all the facilities except transplants. We don't do transplant, but let's say like we go with the cardiac. We have all the cardiac surgeries like angiography, angioplasty, bypass, valve replacement. Let's go with the knee replacement. We also have a robotic knee replacement, which we are operating last 6 years. We have a hip replacement, let's say spine surgery, neurology, urology, general surgery, gynecology, like almost all the department we have under one roof, even CT scan, MRI. So we prefer patient don't have to travel out of the hospital. We facilitate all the facilities under one roof.
Like we've talked about affordability. You guys offering affordable services. Maybe how cheap is it compared to other hospitals? Like I've said, there are so many options, the US, the UK, Germany.
I would like to say like, let's compare first India. So I think you can compare our prices with other hospitals in India. We are almost 50%. Like example, any bypass is done in a big city like Delhi or Mumbai, where the patient like spending more than $4,500, $5,000. We can make it possible in 2,500. So, and sometimes, you know, there are patients, those who are coming from a very poor background. So in that case, hospital is the one who's providing them extra charity.
So, you as the director of Yashfeen Hospital, you are here in Kenya.
Yeah, myself, I'm international patient chief coordinator, and from my side, my father and my uncle, they are the founder and the managing trustees of Yashfeen Group of Hospital.
So basically, Why are we having you here? Or what is your tour all about to Kenya?
The main intention is we have seen in past the patients are suffering. They are also traveling to India for treatment. But as I told you earlier, they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
So we want them to know about Yashfeen.
Okay.
So at least they get one option of Yashfeen. And like, let's say as many Muslims are also traveling, so they, we also provide all the facilities like during Ramadan, Suhoor, Iftar, Taraweeh, the mosque, all is under surrounding. So, you know, it won't be any big problem.
Yeah. Most of these people who seek medical attention or further treatment to India, probably they come from the rural area. It's becoming hard for them to fundraise for their medical treatment. You find that there is a lot of cost that is supposed to be catered, you see. Maybe other than subsidizing the service or the payment while they are getting the treatment back in India, maybe what are other things you guys can do in terms of accommodation, maybe in terms of transport, something like that?
Okay, like transportation, as I told, once the patient land at the airport, because we don't have any major international connectivity in our city, so either they are landing to Mumbai or Ahmedabad. So once they arrive, we send our car to pick them at the airport. Once they arrive, the accommodation is just like next to the hospital. We have the categories of accommodation like apartments and normal rooms. So as per the patient choice, they are the one who select and they stay. Okay. The other benefit, which is like as I told you earlier, sometimes patients are coming for 3 weeks plan and they need to stay like 1 month, 2 months or 3 months. Sometimes financially, we never stop their treatment.
Okay.
Because for us, treatment is a priority. We can't tell now you don't have money, you go back, then we start treatment until at the end, Allah find a way.
MashaAllah, that is really amazing. Like you provide full service,
Yeah.
whether with or money or without money.
Yeah, without money.
Okay. So I can see you guys are here in Kenya, and
Yes.
there are so many places you are purposely wanting to attend. Maybe could you tell us about the tour that you will be having? Maybe here in Nairobi, we have BBS Mall, we have Nakuru, Eldoret,
Yes.
Kisumu, Mombasa. Maybe what are you guys planning to do other than creating awareness about the Yashfeen Hospital?
Tomorrow is a Saturday. Saturday and Sunday is like 17 and 18. We will be having the counter at BBS Mall for awareness to the people about the Yashfeen Hospital. I think Monday is our break day. Then from Tuesday we will start from Nakuru. Wednesday we will be at Eldoret, and Thursday we will be at Kisumu. And Friday we will be traveling back to Mombasa because Saturday we have the event in Mombasa. Like many patients also travel from Kenya. As you told, many Kenyans they travel. So majority of them they are traveling from these destinations.
Okay, maybe like it's all about creating awareness. Or is there any service you are going to provide in these countries?
Currently we are not going to provide any services because we don't have any teams of doctors. So we will just creating the awareness or a medical help. They need to know anything about the hospital or inquiries or treatments.
Okay.
Yes.
So this all is in collaboration with the government or the county government?
No, it's individually.
Okay, individually.
Yes.
So how do you manage that?
Like there are people here, those who are helping us with these things to plan out our schedule.
Okay. So probably, how do you foresee the future of Yashfeen Hospital?
Yashfeen Hospital